Alrighty, this is for anybody with a circuit, ECX circuit truck that's trying to go brushless. I've seen people with the 110 scale brushless motors on your car, but you can actually put a, if you want to try to do the Mamba Monster setup, you can. You just got to do some modifications to your gearbox. This motor is not Castle Creations Mamba Monster, it's the HPI Racing Torque motor, which is exactly the same motor. It's made by Castle Creations. It's got the same KV, 2200 KV. It's ready for 6-cell LiPo, but you can fit it on to the back of your electric circuit truck if you like. First thing you should do if you're going to go brushless and use a 1/8 scale motor is definitely change out the gears. Those are the metal gears that electric sells for their car. The plastic gears, from what I've heard, they get torn apart if you use a brushless motor. If you want to use, they don't make a lot of, at least I haven't found one, a lot of spurs that fit our vehicle. So you pretty much have to take a, I think Red Cat, this is a Red Cat Racing 36-2 spur, and that's just the regular 24-tooth Mod 1 pinion. They both fit very easily. The spur, I didn't use the little pad that comes with the slip clutch device. I just used the plate. Put one plate on the back side, one plate on the front side, and I run it. It runs fine. Don't have any problem with traction. That's pretty much it for now. ESC, I pretty much fit it on there the same way Draven 3907 has his on there. Well, on his Rustler, but I don't have a Rustler, so I just fit it on the same way I saw him fit his on there. I just cut a little wedge out of the body, and it fits in there perfectly. So once I do some more mods to the vehicle, I'll definitely make some more videos. As you can see in the front of the vehicle, there's no weight, so you probably wonder how I run it with no weight. But I do have weight, I just don't put it on the chassis, because if you gotta take it off and change the servo or change anything in this area, I don't want to take off a bunch of weights or a bunch of putty. So what I did was I fitted the weights on the shell of the truck. If you look here, I haven't used the 1 pound and 3 ounces yet of weight that they recommend, because I haven't needed it yet, honestly. This is just about, I think it's like 12 ounces, I think, of weight. I just bought 2 packs of weights that were about 6 ounces a piece, so it's 12 ounces. And fit them on here. From what I hear, the shell to this truck is very fragile and breaks easily, so what I'm going to do is spray some Flex Seal on the inside of the truck, so that when it has a bump, that'll help be like a little bit of a shock absorber. But I don't have a problem with the car popping wheelies and stuff like that so far. So if you decide to go high torque and get you a Mamba Monster motor, or the torque is actually cheaper than the Mamba Monster. The whole kit with the speed control and the motor is cheaper than Mamba Monster, about $80 cheaper than what you would spend for the Mamba Monster. But hey, it's up to you. In order to fit the motor onto the gearbox, you actually have to do a little bit of modification to the gearbox. You got to cut a little piece. There's a little piece of flange there. You got to cut that off so the motor will fit. And the hole that the shaft comes through, you got to modify that too. You got to burr it out a little bit, but it's not a lot of work. It's real easy. As you can see, the wheels that I have are not the little Jayco foam, whatever, that people use to go 100 miles an hour. Just because I haven't bought them yet. I have some wheels that I'm buying, but they're not Jayco foams. They're actually Exceed foam tires that are from China. They're only like 15 bucks a piece, and they're actually in the mail right now. It's gonna take about 2 weeks for them to get here. But I like the Jaycos, but I just want to try something different. I don't want to be that guy that does everything everybody else does. So when I start running and doing my little speed runs, I need a GPS. It runs fast, but I don't know how fast it goes because I don't have GPS or a speed gun. So once I start doing that, then I'll start posting videos about how fast it's going or whatever. Also, I don't know if anybody else who has a electric truck has the same problem I have, but the transmitter and the receiver suck ass. So I'm trying to find a way. Well, just decide to buy a new one or whatever. So I don't want to buy a super cheap one just because I'm trying to save money. I want to get one that's going to actually work and last or whatever. So I'll let you guys know what's up. I'm not trying to post anything crazy before I find out how fast it's going to go or anything like that. So it's a good idea to try this. You know, I've had success running it. You know, these tires are like low profile tires, but when I run it, it balloons the tires. You can see how thin they are, but even with them being that thin, they still get ballooned out when I hit a lot of high speed. This device right here, the wires for the ECX are made for 2. So I have made my own little bootleg kit to put them together and have them running running one battery at a time. Because I don't know how fast it would go or if it would burn out the ESC or whatever, or the motor if I run a 6-cell setup. So I've been running like 4 cells and 3 cells. So if you get a chance, also I don't use I use Gen Ace batteries, because I saw a guy online that did a test and he tested a Gen Ace battery against a lot of the top brand batteries, and it was a lot better and a lot cheaper than like Max Amps and those other batteries that people are kind of addicted to. So if you can get a chance to go on YouTube and look up the Gen Ace batteries, apparently they run pretty well. I haven't had any problems with them. I run a long time on them, so that's a big bonus. So anybody out there who's got a electric circuit truck, you can run brushless and you can run a 1/8 scale motor on it. You just got to do some modifications. It only takes a few seconds to get those little cuts in there. Took a few seconds to get the hole bigger. It took a few seconds. So the only thing that's going to take a minute, it actually is waiting on the metal gears to come in, because that takes forever. It took a month for those to come in because they're always on back order. So just hit me up if you got any questions or anything, like part numbers or where I bought my stuff from. Just let me know. All right.